Hey everyone, excuse the huffing and puffing as I'm walking. It might be a little bit windy as well as I'm going along. But a big news out of Tottenham today. Ivan Perišić has signed for Spurs. Wow, it's May, right? It's not the last day of the transfer window, is it? I haven't sort of slept through it and missed it, because this is something that we don't normally do. So it's got me wondering, are things really going to change at Spurs? Are things changing at Spurs? Have we got a different mentality? I mean, this guy's 33. He's a guy that's pretty much won a lot, you know, titles, cups, that kind of stuff. Played in a World Cup final. 33 years old, so not our normal cup of tea. We normally go for the young player, the one with potential, the one with a sell-on value. Well, this doesn't really strike me as a deal with a sell-on value, but what it does strike me is a player who's proven, who's ready-made for the team, who's highly regarded. I mean, listen, I'm no expert on Italian football, and like I've said many times, I only really focus on Tottenham, what Tottenham do, and the players that we've got and how we play. I don't tend to look at other teams' players and stuff like that. I'm, not really that interested. I'm not a out and out football for football's sake fan. I'm a Tottenham fan, That's just me. And I know there's people out there that will say, what a dickhead. If you don't look at all the stuff, how do you know anything? And I don't. And I don't make out that I do. I don't make out that I know anything. All I do is give an opinion. Give my opinion of how I feel about it. So when this is being called, a stupid deal and all the rest of it is too old and all that sort of stuff, mainly by Chelsea fans or Arsenal fans, which I've seen, and that kind of stuff, kind of smacks me a little bit of, a little bit bitter there, a little bit, I'm just going to have a dig because I can, But I think one thing you can learn from the Arsenal situation and their great young team is that you can't do it all just with youth. It's very rare that happens. I mean, Fergie in his class of 92, amazing, right? All those young players coming through at the same time. But what he also had around him was a lot of established older players who could teach them a thing or two. And I think that's probably one of the things that we've been lacking for quite a while, is the fact that we've not had, those proven winners, those players that have been out there and won it and done it and all the rest of it. We've had a lot of youth, a lot of luck, and so on. And so now we kind of need to do something a little bit different. And so if that means going away from the norm, going away from the normal plan, then I'm okay with that. If this player is a player that Antonio Conte wants, who am I to disagree? So, I'm happy for them to have their digs, have their moans, have their laughs, have their banter. I'm okay with all of that, because I'm pretty much willing to try anything these days. We've been starved of success for so long that, you've got to think, well, if what you're doing ain't working, you've got to try something different. What do they say? The definition of madness is doing the same thing and expecting it to work out differently. So maybe that's the case. Maybe that's why Conte's come and said, look, you've tried that, you've done that, and it's not worked for you. You know, I win. And these are the players that I need. These are the positions that I need strengthening. So what I want you to do, I want you to go out there, get the best in those positions that are available. And I know this player, and I know that player, and I know that they would fit, and so on. So, you know, maybe Mr. Levy has decided that he's going to listen to his coach for once, listen to his director of football, sporting director, whatever you want to call him. He's the man that's going to take that direction. All you've got to do, Daniel, my old son, is to provide the funds. You've got 150 mil off of old matey boy from his yacht, Joe. I've nearly forgot his name then. Uncle Joe. He's paid us out. He's given us 150 mil. You ain't got to pay for Decky yet. That's a few quid to stick in your back pocket. Plus, if we can shift a few, that takes the pressure off as well. Because there's plenty we want to let go. Now, you might not get what you want back from them. But at the end of the day, you're cutting your wage bill and you're saving yourself a few quid from that perspective. So, you know, sometimes you've got to cut your losses. You know, Ndombele was a player that everyone was raving about. Didn't work. What can you do? We got mugged off. We paid over the odds. But that was the market. So now, cut your losses, get that 200 grand a week off your wage bill, and that funds something else, you know? So, you know, seems like a logical move to me. And like I say, if your director of football you've brought in is the man to make those decisions and to give you that advice, then Daniel has to take it. There's no point in going, well, I'm going to bring a director of football in, but I'm not going to listen to him. What's the point of that? That's a waste of his wages as well. So, yeah. So there's my 2 penny worth for what it's worth. And you can agree with me, you can disagree with me. But I think most Tottenham fans are very happy with the signing. I know I am. Looking forward to seeing what he can do. By all accounts, he's had a really good season in Italy. By all accounts, he's still fighting fit at 33. And bearing in mind, I'm 56 and I'm struggling walking around the road trying to lose some weight because I'm a fat git with diabetes who needs to improve. So, in my mind, 33 is not old. You know, there's plenty of players out there still doing it. There's plenty of players out there still turning it on. Modric for one, Ronaldo for another, just off the top of my head, Thiago Silva another. So, you know, I think it's all relative. It's all relative to how the guy is in himself and how he plays and what he can deliver. So, and he'll know what he can do. So, let's go with it. Let's see what it says. This could be the start of something really new, something really different, especially when you consider that, you know, the summer transfer window hasn't really started. It's not finished. Apparently there's loads still coming. So we'll see what they bring. Look forward to it. Champions League, we're having a laugh. Up the Spurs.